Do you ever feel like a passenger in your own life, drifting along, reacting to things, but never truly in control, following a map someone else drew for you? We are told to find our passion, to be disciplined, but these words often feel hollow, empty. But what if the map is wrong? What if the key isn't finding passion, but forging it from nothing? What if discipline isn't about restriction, but about a radical, almost terrifying form of freedom? This is where two of history's most dangerous minds collide. In one corner, Friedrich Nietzsche, the German philosopher with a hammer who declared God is dead and dared humanity to create its own meaning, to become the Übermensch, the overman, a being who lives by their own self-created code. In the other, Miyamoto Musashi, Japan's undefeated swordsman, a ronin who walked a solitary path, winning over 60 duels to the death. He was more than a warrior. He was a force of nature, a living embodiment of strategy and will. One used a pen, the other a sword. Yet both were obsessed with the same question. How do you become the absolute master of your own existence? Their answer lies in 9 unbreakable laws, a code for the modern warrior. This is your guide to stop being a follower and start becoming a creator. Law number 1, forge your own morality. We are born into a world filled with rules. Don't do this. You must do that. These rules, what Nietzsche called a herd morality, are designed for comfort, for safety, for the group. But they are a gilded cage for the individual spirit. Musashi understood this in his bones. He left society behind. He didn't fight for a lord or for conventional glory. He fought to perfect his craft, to understand the way. His code was written in blood and steel, not by a committee. It was his and his alone. So the first law is to question every value you hold. Ask yourself, is this my belief, or is it something I just inherited? Your personal code of honor isn't found in a book. It's forged in the fire of your own judgment. You must become your own lawgiver. Law number 2, wield the will to power. This is Nietzsche's most misunderstood concept. It's not about dominating others. It's about dominating yourself. It is the fundamental drive within all things to expand, to grow, to overcome resistance, and to express its inherent strength. Every time you choose the harder path, every time you push through one more rep, write one more paragraph, or face a deep-seated fear, you are exercising your will to power. You are imposing your will on your own weakness, on the chaos within. It is the engine of all self-mastery. Think of Musashi training alone in the wilderness, facing down multiple opponents at once. That wasn't just practice. That was a raw assertion of his will against the world. He bent reality to his focus. You must do the same. Your life is not something that happens to you. It is a canvas for your will. Law number 3, disturb your own peace. Comfort is a velvet-lined prison. It is the enemy of growth. Nietzsche famously said, "That which does not kill me makes me stronger." He believed we must actively seek challenges that test our limits. He called it self-overcoming. Musashi lived this principle to the letter. He never settled. After mastering one style of swordsmanship, he sought another to defeat. He never allowed himself to become complacent. His life was a constant series of self-imposed trials. He knew that a sword left in its sheath will only rust. You must intentionally introduce hardship into your life. Take the cold shower. Have that difficult conversation. Learn the skill that intimidates you. The master of their own life does not wait for storms to pass. They learn to dance in the rain, and on occasion, they summon the thunder themselves. Law number 4, love your fate. The Latin phrase is amor fati. It means to not just accept everything that happens, but to love it. To see every obstacle, every failure, every moment of pain not as a setback, but as a necessary ingredient in your journey. Something you would choose again and again. This is the ultimate psychological armor. Imagine Musashi in a duel. The ground is muddy. The sun is blinding his eyes. An amateur curses his luck. But Musashi sees it all as part of the fight. The mud, the sun. They are not obstacles. They are simply the conditions of his victory. He incorporates them into his strategy. Stop wishing things were different. Stop saying, if only I had this, or if only that hadn't happened. Embrace it all. The good, the bad, the absolutely brutal. Love your process, love your struggle, because that struggle is what is forging you. Law number 5, master the tool, then become formless. Musashi spent decades perfecting every cut, every stance, every single technique. He was an absolute master of form, but his ultimate teaching was to transcend form, to move like water, to be unpredictable, to become what he called the void. Nietzsche despised rigid systems. He saw how dogmatic thinking, whether in religion or philosophy, imprisons the human spirit. He wanted us to learn from everyone, to master the tools of logic and reason, but then to break free and create something entirely new and uniquely our own. Learn the rules of your craft. Learn them inside and out. Master the fundamentals until they are like breathing. But then, you must be willing to break them. True mastery is not rigid adherence. It is fluid, intuitive, and creative adaptation. It is freedom, built on a foundation of unshakable discipline. Law number 6, see with the eyes of a strategist. Musashi wrote, perceive that which cannot be seen. He didn't just see his opponent's sword. He saw his opponent's breathing, his footing, his intention, his deepest fear. He saw the entire battlefield, the unspoken rhythm of the conflict. Nietzsche called this perspectivism, the idea that there is no single, objective truth, only countless different perspectives. A master understands this instinctively. They can look at a problem from 10 different angles while everyone else is stuck on one. They see the hidden patterns, the unseen leverage. So stop reacting emotionally to events. Take a step back. What is really happening here? What are the underlying forces at play? What is the other person's perspective, and how can I use that knowledge? Train your mind to see the whole board, not just your next move. Law number 7, the rhythm of collapse and creation. Now this is a tough one. Nietzsche believed that great creation is always preceded by great destruction. To build a new city, you must first clear the old ruins. To build a new self, you must be willing to let parts of your old self burn away. This is the essence of Musashi's entire journey. With each duel, he destroyed his opponent's technique, his reputation, and often his life. But from that destruction, he forged a more refined version of his own art. He was in a constant state of destroying, and rebuilding his own understanding of combat. Do not be afraid to burn it all down, that bad habit, that toxic relationship, that dead-end job you hate. They are the old ruins cluttering your path to greatness. Self-mastery requires moments of ruthless self-destruction to make way for a stronger, more authentic creation. It will hurt, but it is absolutely necessary. Law number 8. Become what you are. This was Nietzsche's great command. It sounds so simple, but it is the most difficult task of all. It means stripping away all the masks, all the expectations of society, your family, your friends, and discovering the unique, powerful individual at your core core. Musashi was unapologetically himself. He was a swordsman. That was his essence. He didn't try to be a courtier, a poet, or a farmer. He dedicated every fiber of his being to his one true nature. He polished his soul through the relentless practice of his art, and in doing so, he became a legend. Stop trying to be a watered-down version of someone else. Find that one thing that is uniquely you, your strength, your obsession, your purpose, and then pour your entire life into it. Do not apologize for it. Do not dilute it. Become it. And finally, law number 9. Walk your own path alone. In his final years, Musashi wrote the Decado, the path of walking alone. It is a stark, minimalist code of 21 principles, but the core message is this: you are ultimately responsible for yourself. You must walk your own path by yourself. Nietzsche's Übermensch is also a solitary figure, not because he dislikes humanity, but because he has climbed a mountain so high that no one else can breathe the air. To create your own values, you must be willing to be misunderstood. You must be willing to stand apart from the herd. This doesn't mean you can't have friends or a family, but it means you must never subordinate your own judgment, your own path, to the approval of others. Your journey is yours and yours alone. The approval of the herd is a siren song that leads only to mediocrity. So there they are, the 9 unbreakable laws from a philosopher and a samurai. Forge your own morality, wield the will to power, disturb your own peace, love your fate, become formless, see like a strategist, embrace destruction for creation, become what you are, and walk your own path alone. This isn't just a checklist. You can't just do these things and suddenly be a master. This is a fundamental shift in your entire way of being. It's a new way of looking at the world. It's a commitment to a life of constant struggle, constant growth, and radical self-responsibility. It's a declaration of war against your own weakness. A war against the part of you that craves comfort, that wants to follow, that wants to be told what to do. It's choosing to be the sculptor of your own soul, even if the marble is hard and the chisel is heavy in your hand. The teachings of Nietzsche and Musashi are not comforting. They are a profound challenge. They are a hammer and a sword handed to you, with the expectation that you will use them to forge a life of meaning, power, and honor, a life that is truly your own. The path of the modern warrior is not about fighting other people. It's about the relentless, daily, lifelong duel against the undisciplined, fearful, and average version of yourself. And it is a duel you must choose to win, every single day without fail. So I will ask you again, are you a passenger in your own life, content with following a map drawn by someone else? Or are you ready to pick up the tools, the hammer and the sword, and start forging the path ahead for yourself.